rotting.
Up. When I'll get my hands on her.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop.
Miss, you've only just...
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. That was his dream for me. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else? First things first, I need equipment. There's the designs for the stuff I need. The other materials I can work myself. Just apart from the wood. I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? How's it coming along?
Nearly there.
Blackthorn.
Was it a...
Do you think you can make...
Bloody hell. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks.
What do you need? I'm saying Fornian, do you? No scratches, all right? That it? Fine.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear from Kupka. We'll deal with him.
Was wondering, mate's back from...
Just now. She's... Here's... Think you can find everything?
They're slow.
Excellent.
It's pay. If it weren't...
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff.
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
And what can I do for you? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
It's back from camp.
Jill looked white as a sheet when...
Do with a good oiling, this could.
Should be enough to keep... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a... So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't, I'd gladly... It don't have to be me, though, you know, the one over at Martha.
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Yeah. How's everyone's... did you?
Help me, boy.
Farewell.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. Fare thee well.
Ah, Clyde.
Home.
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to far as I know.
I'll look from...
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And, if Martha didn't mind me, I...
Of course. This shouldn't take long. That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their thing. Must be now. Oh, it may as well have been a century.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your... I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Jill looked as a sheet when they brought her back. I dread to think.
They said they'd
The
give us
little
new
uns have been up to their
clothes.
old tricks again.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. All done?
Sit.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am.
That's brilliant.
Is there anything else?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Ah, Clive.
Talia,
Recovering.
of course, take good care of her.
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates. He must have found something.
Talia.
And the operation. I know you will.
Unfortunate.
Just tell me what you...
You... No. What's everyone whispering now?
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to... They were... Okay. But what if...
I'll
Thank-
that- quickly. Bye.
They...
Jill looked white as a sheet
Clive, I've been wondering, where did you get him? Like...
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions, and they were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories, and her one awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal Black...
Quite. Though Torgal's power, his latent birthright as a frost, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound.
And regarding your original concern, you need... Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
I need you to say that one more time.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment. It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you, but I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna just you wait.
Then I look forward. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour.
How goes the...
Largely. We have myriad sightings of... If only we...
Well, if anyone could...
What?
Word, that'd be...
Do you know Clive?
You have nothing to...
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
for your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here! The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little one's a bit. They give us new clothes.
My dear nephew.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is, as are you, I hear. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosaleth de Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka would...
What do you think, Vivi?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent... Come here and I'll It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Mid's finished outfitting her little...
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after, I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you.
You can count on it.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused. Especially where dispersing.
But 2,000 talents.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He was hoping to pop, and...
But, I mean...
It's...
Fuck. Well, do you think Bill...
Here, leave. If he's filling his cellar...
I'll leave you to decide. All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is. Let's go. Faster!
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel.